I'm Supervisor Scott Wiener. I have the honor of representing District 8, including the Castro, on the Board of Supervisors, and which district formerly represented by Harvey Milk, and Supervisor Alagi likes to remind me that we actually share the former District 5 represented by Supervisor Milk. And we're here today to remember Supervisor Harvey Milk and Mayor George Moscone, who were brutally assassinated decades ago. And we gather every year to remember, and not just to remember and to mourn, but also to remember the positive, and to remember, frankly, both of these great men and what they contributed to our community. You know, with respect to Harvey Milk, there will never, ever be another Harvey Milk in our community in terms of what he represented for our community in terms of a step forward. We were not really great at electing LGBT people to office, and Harvey was such an incredible trailblazer, not just in getting elected, but in being a great leader and always holding his head high for our community. And I know that when I was first sworn into office, one of the things that I always kept in mind was something that I understand Harvey to have said, that when you go into City Hall, you walk up the central staircase. You don't walk on one of the side staircases, because for our community, it is so important for us to walk up that central staircase and for us to be in the middle of everything and for everyone to know that we are here. And all these years later, we've made a lot of strides in the LGBT community, but we still have so much work to do around HIV issues, around our youth, around discrimination, around trans inclusion, and all the things that we know that Harvey, had he been here today, would still be working on and leading on. And so we have to keep doing our work, and frankly, we can't take for granted that queer people are going to keep getting elected to office. If we don't work on that and focus on that, we'll quickly slide back. So we're here today to remember and also to look forward. So it is my great honor to turn the mic over to our Mistress of Ceremonies, one of Harvey's legislative aides, and now the Director of Emergency Management in San Francisco, and one of my absolute favorite people in City Hall, the great Ann Cronenberg.
Have to move this mic down a little bit, Supervisor. Welcome. Thank you all so much for coming and honoring Mayor Moscone and Supervisor Harvey Milk today. It is absolutely mind-boggling to me that it's been 34 years. I think 34 years ago tonight, I was standing out here. We all had candles. We did the candlelight march, and we were in total shock, denial, grief beyond belief. And I think we really felt at that point so hopeless, because we had lost two people who were so important to us in our community. Today, as we leave here and we march up to Castro Street, we're going in the opposite direction, because I think there is so much hope left. We're going up the street, and that's Harvey's whole message. His whole legacy was about hope. So again, I thank you all so much for coming today. We have wonderful speakers. Our electeds are here, and I thank you all for coming. You'll be hearing from most of them. And I look in the crowd and I just see family and friends, people who were with us that night 34 years ago. So I can't mention every single person, but I thank each and every one of you for being here.